Hi and welcome back to my channel. So today's video will be a review of what I talk about when I talk about running. So this is a memoir written by Japanese author Haruki Murakami, and he is most known for his fiction work, mainly in the genre of magical realism. So this is the first book by him that I read. I had heard about his fictional work before, and I was curious and wanted to read one of his books. I started doing some research and was overwhelmed by how much he had written. So I went to YouTube to try to find suggestions on which book to start with. However, I found different suggestions on different channels, so in the end I was just more confused than when I started. And then I came across this book and I thought, oh, this would be perfect. It's quite short and it's about two topics that I'm interested in, which is running and writing. And in the end, it turned out to be a great choice. I absolutely love this book. I read it over 2 days and it was such a fast and enjoyable read. As I understand it, Haruki Murakami wrote this book during his preparation for the 2005 New York City Marathon. And as he is preparing for this race, he's reminiscing about past races, the time when he first started running, and how his running has impacted his writing of fiction. So before Murakami became a writer, he owned a bar in Japan and he was writing during the little spare time that he had. Eventually, he sold the bar and became a full-time writer. And this is around the same time that he starts running. So for him, running and writing really goes hand in hand. So like I said earlier, I absolutely love this book. However, I don't think it's for everyone. If you're not into running, I don't think you like this book at all. I've heard some people who usually like Murakami's work say that they did not enjoy this book at all because they're not into running. I think reading this book, if you're not a runner, is like being stuck at a party or a dinner with someone who's going on and on about a hobby that you have no interest in. It will be very long and very boring. And in this book, Murakami describes his entire running career from when he first started running in his early 30s until when he's writing this book in 2005. And at this point, he's been running for 23 years and he's done at least one marathon per year and loads of other races. Now, this is not a book on how to run or how to become a better runner. It's a reflection of the place that running has in his life and what running does for him. He's thinking back over his life to the different places he has lived and the different places he has traveled. We do get glimpses of different parts of his life, but the main focus throughout the book is the role that running is playing at that specific time in his life. As I said previously, he started running around the same time that he started writing. So in this book, he's drawing parallels between his running and his writing, how they go hand in hand and how they are sort of the two most important structures in his life. As someone who just turned 30 last year and who did their first half marathon last year, I found this book incredibly inspiring. There are so many instances in the book when he's reflecting over certain aspects of running that are just so relatable. I've been thinking about the exact same things when I've been running, but he's just so much better at putting the feelings and thoughts into words. So I think that a lot of runners will find this book super relatable, and the fact that he's been running on a regular basis for over 20 years is super inspiring and makes me really hopeful that I can do the same. So we have established that I love this book, but does it have any flaws? And the answer is yes, but I think only minor ones. So as I said in the beginning, this book is a memoir and was written as several texts that were merged into one book. This means that it can be a little repetitive at times, but I think that the writing style is so direct and so fast-paced that I don't feel like I'm reading in circles. Instead, I feel like there is a forward motion throughout the whole book. Another issue can be that running is a very narrow topic, but he does give us glimpses into other parts of his life, like I said. So that's writing, traveling and music. So I think he does a good job of broadening the horizon and bringing other subjects into the book as well. So I am giving this book a 5-star, and I would definitely recommend it to anyone who's interested in running. However, if you're not, then I would strongly recommend that you skip this book. So that's it for today, and I want to say thank you so much for watching and see you next time.